Are you ready? Go!
Oh, Peter Uhrig from Germany has moved away very, very quickly indeed. Very aggressively, and there's Brian Sweener near him, trying to match him, but Uhrig very, very quick away, getting into a nice long stroke. Uhrig was second in Lucerne. Very good performance from him. He was second to Ernst, who won it in Lucerne. And it's on the far side, Ernst, who's out there in front again. Niall O'Toole in third place. But the German leading, Uhrig leading, and these three now, Ernst, Niall O'Toole and Uhrig, are the three leading scullers. The two experienced men, Wim van Bellegen, who likes to come from behind generally. He likes coming from behind with those big, long strokes of his. He was at Henley this year, beat the New Zealander, Verdonk, the heavyweight New Zealander Verdonk in the final, rode him to a standstill at Henley just a month or two ago. Here he is, well in position, and in last place, surprisingly at the moment, is the good doctor from Holland, Frans Goebel, who's sitting there perhaps a little bit more under pressure than he usually is. He was fifth in Lucerne, and he looks as if he's a little bit under pressure this time round. But it's the American Sweener who is now just moving into the lead position from Niall O'Toole, and they've taken back that early lead from the German Uhrig, who is settling into his rhythm there in third place. But Brian Sweener moving very well with Niall O'Toole, who's as a young man, 21 years of age, who's come from a sixth place last year in Tasmania. He's moved up into this year's reckoning very, very firmly indeed, and it really is Niall O'Toole now half a length clear at the 500-metre mark.
Well, here's the Dr. Frans Goebel, and, well, the painful expression. I just wonder if he really is feeling the pace. It is very difficult to combine the medical studies. A little look out there to his right to see, and what he sees...
What a long look. He's still watching. He's a very, very eccentric man, and a very, very good sculler too. I don't think he liked what he saw there, because he's sitting about sixth now, and the pain is there in his face, and he knows he's under pressure this year. Yes, he couldn't believe his eyes, so he's just having another check. He does look for a long, long time. Most people just take a quick look. But there's Niall O'Toole, a length up now as they go through the 750 mark, and moving brilliantly. Brilliantly.
Well, this is very much his race plan. We've seen Niall O'Toole do this before, that he throws the challenge down and then says, catch me if you can. And he's a long way from home, and he's going to have to work hard. Here's more of Denmark. Remember, he beat Niall O'Toole into third place in Lucerne.
So he was the winner there in Lucerne, so he is moving very well this year. Interestingly, three new scullers to the finals this year. Niall O'Toole was sixth last year. Holland and Belgium shared the top honours last year. But here we have new scullers into the field. There's Van Bellegen, tough sculler. He's been around for a long, long time, and nobody beats him over the last 500 metres. He's always the fastest man over the last 500 metres. But this time, Niall O'Toole looks like he's got quite a long lead on him, and he's going to have a lot to do to catch up. There's a length there as they come up to the 1,000-metre mark.
So Niall O'Toole leads. Wim van Bellingen very alert to what Niall O'Toole is doing, is trying to close that gap as they come to the second half of the race. Goebel still got a lot to do over on the far side, although he has managed to pick up pace. And Uhrig, who, remember, started very quickly, then was held, found his rhythm, now working his way back into contention. But let's have a look at the work here by Niall O'Toole.
He's sculling very comfortably and confidently, isn't he? He's got a little bit of a list onto the left-hand side, but he's moving very, very clearly and cleanly, and he doesn't look under that much pressure. He's still got a length on Bellegen. He knows that Bellegen has this powerful finish. Look how Bellegen gets his legs down there at the catch. Bellegen is now moving. He's beginning to push that at the 1250 metres. He's beginning to go after Niall O'Toole because he knows he's got a lot to pick up. And there's Uhrig. Uhrig still holding off the world champion, who's on the far side in lane 6. Goebel's taking a quick look just to check where he is. But has he got more up his sleeve as well? Because Goebbels, Van Bellegen, they're all hard finishers and very experienced men.
Uhrig, 26 years of age, 1.90 m, 72 kilos, and still Niall O'Toole, the youngest man in the field, who spent 4 months of last year in a spine support So really, his performance this season, it's just got better and better and better, and he's still got over a length clear water over Bellingham, who's looking strong in second place. Meanwhile, Brian Sweeney's finding this sort of competition pretty tough there. Boat rocking about a little bit, Dan.
Yeah, quick look there just to make sure that to see what he has to do. But Van Belleghem, he now has the measure of Frans Goebel, so he must imagine that he could really be winning this gold at last. He lost it to him last year, he lost it the year before, and now suddenly here's the Irishman. At 500 metres to go, it's the Irishman who's come in front of him, and now look at him go. Look how he's moving it. Such long strokes. He's so powerful over the last part of the course, but can Niall O'Toole hold him off? He's just moved up now to just on a length. He's overlapping. Van Belleghem is overlapping the Irishman, but O'Toole is slipping along very nicely, and he's opened it up again. He's just opened up that clear water a bit. Van Belleghem fighting to get back on terms, and now Frans Goebel on the far side beginning to push, and the German Ulrich, he's coming up as well. It's now these three for the bronze medal, for the silver medal, but it looks very much as if the Irishman is going to take Ireland's first ever gold medal. Well, he's moving brilliantly here.
Well, it will be if he can hold on to this, because Niall O'Toole is now beginning to feel the exertion there. You can see that, and the others are closing on him. Just out of picture there, Bellingham is beginning to move. Now, Niall O'Toole, he's third from the right in your picture there as we go to the bridge camera. In second place, it's Van Belleghem. And Germany's Peter Ulrich is really moving up on Van Belleghem now, trying to close the gap here between them. And Niall O'Toole, he hasn't got a great deal left, but I think he's got enough of an advantage. Ulrich's flying towards the finish, and he's got ahead of Van Belleghem. Goebbels isn't going to get a medal this year, and it's Niall O'Toole. He's being caught stroke after stroke, but he's there. The first gold medal for Ireland. Ulrich takes the silver, Van Belleghem the bronze ahead of Goebbels and Sweeney, and that was pretty close. And finally, the Dane Ernst in sixth place.
What a wonderful move from Niall O'Toole there at about 500.